Bold and the Beautiful. Liam's Hope returns, but he still has feelings for Steffy. Hope Logan in Bold and Beautiful is shown losing almost everything in her life, which may cause her to return to Liam Spencer in the near future. Because Liam is still obsessed with Steffy Forrester, we will discuss the chance that Hope could turn to him and that he'll shut her down. Brave and Lovely. Hope's demise. Work, partnerships, and family disarray. As a result, Hope's life is currently in a state of complete collapse. Every member of the Forrester family opposes her. This is the second time she has been fired from the company. Once more, she has lost her line. Additionally, she lost Carter Walton as a result of his betrayal. She left him now. However, she believed she had no other option. Furthermore, Brooke Logan simply gave her another setback and accused Hope of being the reason Ridge Forrester abandoned her in favor of Taylor Hayes. Despite everything Hope has experienced throughout her life, she has always had her mother at her side. Even in cases where Hope's actions were unjustifiable, such as aiding in the theft of a business, Brooke has always been Hope's pillar of support, standing by her side and protecting her. Brave and Lovely. Brooke desires more from Hope. This time, however, is different. It goes without saying that Brooke's loss of Ridge is partly due to her short fuse. Brooke, however, also wants her daughter to accept responsibility for her behavior. She won't, however. She's not going to. Hope continues to believe she done nothing wrong. Additionally, she accuses Brooke, Carter, and everyone else of betraying her. Hope has thus lost almost everything. She's living in a toilet. Because of everything she has lost, she appears to be at her lowest point. I still don't think that recent altercation with Brooke is over, even though it ended in tears and embraces. Drama isn't behind them, in my opinion. Will Hope return to Liam at B&B? Examining possible reconciliation. As a result of all that loss, including Carter, Hope might take an unexpected turn. She might return to Liam. It goes without saying that Hope and Liam have been legally separated for a considerable amount of time, well over a year. When it comes to co-parenting Beth, they're doing well. But if you go back to when Hope and Carter initially started dating, Liam had returned with a renewed interest in getting back together. He had discussed it with Bill Spencer. I believe he discussed it with her and said, I'm going to win her back. And as Hope was only beginning to date Carter, she declined Liam's request. Carter was essential to Hope preserving hope for the future, and he appeared to be more of a one-woman man. So she said no to Liam. She was aware of his attention, though. She might also believe that he is still. And since Liam is still unmarried and Hope is on the decline, Hope might decide to approach him. Bold and the Beautiful. From Liam's point of view, still in a rut and obsessed with Steffy? If you don't remember, Liam and Steffy had a conversation a few weeks ago, not too long ago, during which he essentially told Steffy that his life was terrible. He claimed that he didn't believe he would be with a lady at this stage of his life. He doesn't really have a personal life. He's just a dad. Given all of that, Hope might think, why don't I make myself feel better? Especially if she believes Liam will boost her self-esteem and mend all of her minor wounds. She might believe that everything will be resolved if she can get Liam. B&B. The barrier to Hope and Liam's reunion. Steffy's shadow. However, there is a problem with Hope regaining control of Liam. And Steffy Forrester is the name of that issue. Of course, Hope can talk to Liam about making amends and share with him all of the bad things that have transpired in her life, including the events involving Carter and Forrester Creations. Hope might not receive the response she would like from Liam, though. Since Hope actually assisted and encouraged Carter to steal Forrester Creations from Steffy and her family, I believe there is a high chance Liam will support Steffy. Liam may not approve of Hope's treatment of Steffy. He might also concur with Carter and Brooke. Hope refuses to accept accountability for her deeds. Something has changed since Liam first came sniffing about, so even if he isn't openly upset with Hope, he wouldn't jump at the chance to see her again. And now that he might have eyes for Steffy once more in the near future, he might not have time for Hope. Future spoilers: Steffy, Liam, and the Luna Factor. According to this week's spoilers for Bold and Beautiful, Liam is rushing to face Dollar Bill Spencer, his father, over letting Luna Nozawa loose on the world. It must also have to do with the threat she poses to Steffy. Liam will thus be over there arguing with his father about putting Steffy's life in danger by letting crazy Luna loose. By Friday, however, Steffy is at Bill's house, standing up for Liam. Therefore, Steffy has told Finn that he would never be able to visit Luna, and that will quickly start to irritate Finn. Furthermore, it will only take Liam 2 seconds after speaking with Steffy to recognize that Luna is the reason why Steffy and Finn's marriage is in jeopardy. It might be in its most precarious position ever. Liam might therefore exert every effort to further exacerbate the tension between Steffy and Finn. He has already done it. However, Finn and Steffy used to be incredibly reliable, and they aren't at the moment. Liam might therefore view this as his chance to get Steffy back. Furthermore, I don't believe he will pass up that opportunity. In an attempt to get Finn to disobey Steffy, Liam might even provoke him with a Luna ultimatum. Rejection and retaliation. The possible negative turn of hope. In summary, as of this week, Liam's gaze is once more on Steffy, and Hope might be looking back at Liam. Therefore, if Hope makes the effort to crawl back to Liam only to discover that he is still infatuated with Steffy, the woman she despises the most in the world, she can feel rejected and angry. Liam might even end up on Hope's list of potential targets for retaliation if she approached him and he turned her down. Hope will have even more motivation to continue going crazy if she approaches Liam and is turned down. Since I believe Liam is the worst thing for her, I sincerely hope that he would reject her if she does turn to him. He loves more than one woman. I'm still holding out hope that Thomas Forrester would return from Paris on a white horse and act as a savior for a heartbroken and shattered Hope. That, in my opinion, would be a far happier ending than her reunion with Liam Spencer, the Waffle Boy King. Bold and the Beautiful, a darker road to hope, evil, atonement, and development. As much as I would like to have Thomas return as her hero, I must admit that I would probably be just as content to see Hope by herself, unmarried for once, seeking retribution, and generally acting like the worst version of herself. I love it when characters have a significant arc to help them grow, and then we turn around and have a huge redemption journey. Additionally, Hope seems to have been going through this transition for a few years. For a brief moment, though, I believe she would make a fantastic little dark villain. She wouldn't kill somebody, in my opinion. However, a little mild torture could be enjoyable. I'm excited about it, but we'll have to wait and see. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Liam's medical emergency cause him to collapse during his altercation with Bill? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer might be facing a medical issue. When Liam and Bill Spencer argue, will Liam lose it? We should start by pointing out that there will be medical drama on B&B soon. A stunt coordinator, a 911 operator, a pair of paramedics, a nurse, and the return of Dr. Grace Buckingham are among this week's credits. Since Dr. Buckingham is a cardiologist, it stands to reason that someone is about to experience cardiac problems. When we examine more closely at some impending B&B spoilers, we have strong reason to believe it might be Liam. The altercation between Liam and Bill over Luna Spencer will escalate on April 3rd. That sounds bad since Bill will push Liam to the limit. Does that imply that Liam will get a heart attack during this confrontation? Will Liam pass out before a terrified Bill dials 911 and dispatches paramedics to the Spencer mansion as soon as possible? If so, Liam might be taken to the hospital right away, where Dr. Buckingham would evaluate him. It's also important to note that Steffy Forrester will confront Bill about Liam on April 4th. That gives the impression that Steffy will be upset about Liam's health issue and blame Bill for it. Kelly Spencer might receive updates on Liam's illness and voice her concerns because she has scenes coming up this week as well. In the upcoming episodes, Kelly may have a lot of fearful questions about her father as a result of Liam's experience. Liam's health issue might be a means of luring Steffy back toward her former partner. If Liam ends up in the hospital, Steffy will undoubtedly worry about him. In any event, there have already been some indications that Liam will get a startling new plot point. This medical condition could serve as the catalyst. Brave and lovely, Luna wants to give birth to a Spencer throne heir? Luna Nozawa is enticing while Spencer on Bold and the Beautiful with promises of pleasure he has never experienced. Although he didn't fall for the ruse on the CBS soap opera, she isn't giving up. However, a playdate with Luna might open the door that Bill Spencer had previously shut on Luna. She also intends to use Will as a tool to kick that door wide open. Beautiful and brave, Luna Nozawa slithers in. Bill Spencer had already closed a door on Luna Nozawa in bold and the beautiful. At the moment, he informed his houseguest that she would never be a member of his family. However, in typical Luna manner, she intends to sneak in before Bill or his family are aware of what happened. Although she is pursuing Bill's money, she must obtain it from Will Spencer. Even though Will shut her down hard, based on what happened last week on Bold and the Beautiful, she might not have too much trouble getting what she needs from him. He seems somewhat seduced by her proposition for a brief while. As Luna explained what she planned to do for him, he even bit his lip. B&B. Luna provides enjoyment with a secret purpose. This week, let's discuss Luna's sexy advances on Will on Bold and the Beautiful. First of all, it has nothing to do with women receiving or giving pleasure. There may be more to this cunning ploy. Luna approached Will like a desperate lady seeking a little afternoon pleasure. However, she pretended that her offer was a thank-you gift, telling Will that she wished to repay his father for his kindness to her. Luna, however, might view this as a long-term entry into the Spencer empire. Viewers of Bold and the Beautiful watched as she attempted to use a phony paternity test to make Bill her father. She then made an attempt to woo him in order to become his lifelong companion. Additionally, before the truth about her crimes and the phony paternity test surfaced, he nearly legally adopted her, but it all fell through. Bill was quite clear that Luna would never be a part of the Spencer family when he had her living with him under house arrest. However, Luna may have managed to get around that. She might end up with the Spencer money if she gets her hands on his son. Will Spencer is the secret to Spencer fortune in Bold and the Beautiful. On Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa frequently mentioned how she witnessed her mother, Poppy, bed down wealthy men. Perhaps, then, she adopts some of her mother's strategies. In any case, she tried her hardest to get the Spencer son to go to bed. Will, however, stopped Luna when she tried to entice him, albeit she hasn't finished yet. After he departed the restaurant, she eats his leftover scraps by herself and makes that obvious. This girl simply lacks self-esteem. Will was a good-natured teenager when he first appeared on The Bold and the Beautiful. Supporters said they were probably witnessing Katie Logan's effect on her son. B&B. Will's warning signs. Shortly after Will's arrival on Bold and Beautiful, the first indication that he had inherited some of his father's pleasure-seeking genes appeared. He wasn't focused on his work when he applied for the internship at Forrester Creations. Will did not approach Bill Spencer for a position in his company, which infuriated him. He accepted a job with Ridge Forrester, Bill's bitter rival, in his company rather than working for his father. However, his son's statements at the time were the turning point in his father's thinking. Bill then had a lot of support for his son's employment at FC. Will informed his father that there are a lot of attractive women in FC's hallways. This child only needed to tell his father that. And it was immediately picked up by the publishing behemoth. Bill compared this like staring at his younger self in a mirror. Then his rage swiftly gave way to pride. He came to the realization that Will was a direct descendant. Luna Nozawa's desire for the Spencer lifestyle, Bold and Beautiful. Luna, on the other hand, is all about living the high life without putting in a lot of effort. Will is not what she wants most. Rather, it's Bill Spencer's way of life, and it appears that she will do whatever it takes to obtain it. For Bold and the Beautiful, she is focusing on Will Spencer this week. Despite the appearance that he might bite, he refrained from doing so. He called her insane and firmly shut her down. Even when he banishes her, Luna will continue to try. In addition, Luna can now consult an expert. She has someone who knows how to use the art of manipulation to help her achieve her goals. That would be Sheila Carter, her new grandmother. B&B. Sheila Brown puts everything on the line for Luna. Deacon, Sheila's husband, sent her a warning. "It's me or your crazy granddaughter." Deacon was assured by Sheila that it was him. However, Sheila informs Luna that nothing changes when she explains to her why Deacon won't accept her. She will support Luna no matter what. Therefore, these two will be secretly dating. Additionally, Will is probably going to run into problems as Luna seeks out her grandmother for some twisted assistance. Will went back and informed her how Luna came onto him, proving to us that he is loyal to Elektra. According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, this week Elektra pushes and drags Luna away. She is also cautioned by Elektra to avoid Will. However, this only serves to make Elektra a target. Brave and gorgeous. Beware Will. Luna wants in. Elektra also mentions something Will should be aware of. She believes Luna is attempting to get close to Will in order to become a member of the Spencer family. However, Bold and the Beautiful is currently emphasizing Elektra's reluctance to carry out the crime with Will just yet. She discusses this with Ivy Forrester, her aunt. Given this, it is very obvious that Will not be getting Elektra into bed anytime soon. Given how Elektra keeps shutting Will down, this might work in Luna's advantage. Perhaps Sheila can assist her with this, or Luna can think of something from her toolkit. Spoilers for B&B. Sowing the Spencer seed. Having Bill's grandchild would be the perfect way for Luna Nozawa to solidify her place in the Forrester family. Given her dislike of Bill, Sheila would probably be overjoyed to assist her grandchild. Remember that Luna tried to woo Will for the first time in a packed restaurant. However, her work would be made easier if she could figure out how to get him to be alone and possibly even a little inebriated. On Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy's unique mints from the past are always present. Then there is Sheila, who is fully aware of the consequences of adding a drink spice. Sheila drugged Brooke Logan's bottle before to becoming Deacon's soulmate. The Logan matriarch's relationship with Ridge Forrester suffered as a result of her becoming a bit too close to Deacon. Luna might still be able to coax Will into bed on Bold and Beautiful, depending on his raging hormones and her perseverance. As Will left the restaurant after rejecting her, Luna did declare she wouldn't give up. Imagine how happy Sheila would be to assist her granddaughter in having a great-grandchild at the Spencer family's cost. Then consider the destruction this would inflict on Bill, who would rue the day he ever considered assisting Luna Nozawa in beginning a new life. Therefore, Bill Spencer will suffer greatly if she attempts to establish herself as the mother of his grandchild. Hey, this isn't too unrealistic for Luna Nozawa, so it might actually happen. The Brave and the Beautiful week of April 7th, Sheila's audacious step, Finn's tight Steffy spot. According to previews for the week of April 7th to 11th on The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Sharp is planning a bold move, and John Finnegan will have to deal with Steffy Forrester. Here is what B&B fans may expect as Luna Nozawa plans to exact revenge on Elektra Forrester after their confrontation. Luna will never forget how Elektra treated her during their confrontation at the flat above Il Giardino to start. That will only strengthen Luna's resolve to take Will Spencer from Elektra and hold her accountable. Naturally, Sheila has promised to support Luna, so she might give some cunning counsel along the road. You can guarantee that Sheila will also engage in some planning, especially with regard to Finn and the family ties she intends to establish. Sheila isn't giving up on her own opportunity to connect with her son, and she undoubtedly hopes Luna will connect with her father. In light of this, Sheila might surprise Finn once more and put pressure on him to reintegrate his family. There may be a part of Finn that wants to at least get back in touch with Luna, but he can't do that without making Steffy angry and jeopardizing his marriage. Steffy might lose her temper even if she were to be honest about Sheila's possible visit and pitch for Luna's benefit. Consequently, if Sheila increases her attempts to foster family unity, Finn can find himself in a difficult situation. Steffy ought to be handling enough now, particularly in light of the possibility that Liam Spencer could soon have a medical emergency. All indications suggest that following a dispute with Bill Spencer that was sparked by Luna, Liam is collapsing and perhaps experiencing heart problems. In the aftermath, Steffy will be furious with Bill, so she might snap at him for standing up for Luna and claim that this proves that anything involving Luna is bad. Speaking of catastrophes, Sheila may have created one for herself by deceiving Deacon Sharp. Sheila intends to covertly maintain Luna in her life even if she selected Deacon after he offered her an ultimatum. Will Sheila's skulking eventually cause Deacon to become suspicious of her? Could Deacon flip his lid and catch Sheila with Luna? If Deacon feels that Sheila isn't telling him the truth, he might make some disturbing predictions. Deacon might end up pursuing Sheila and catching her cuddling with her granddaughter. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon will eventually learn that Sheila is defying his wishes. The brave and the lovely, Steffy gives in after a leaked photo hints at Hope returning to Forrester Creations. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan's return to Forrester Creations was hinted at in a leaked photo. It appears like Steffy Forrester will give up and let Hope rejoin the organization. Catherine Kelly Lang's public relations tycoon Alessio Filippelli recently visited the studio and posed for an interesting photo with several of the actors. Annika Noel was pictured on the Forrester Creations CEO office set alongside Jacqueline McInnes Wood, Lawrence St. Victor, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Torsten Kay in the picture that Filippelli posted to his Instagram story. There are good reasons to think Noel will make a Forrester comeback, especially given her work outfit and the fact that she was most likely filming a B&B scene with the other cast members. Naturally, before that occurs, Hope might need to swallow her pride and offer an apology to Steffy. Although Steffy was quite adamant about firing Hope, she may soften her position in the upcoming weeks due to some significant developments. Carter attempted to persuade Hope that he could still stand up for her, even though he declined to join her in a walkout. Carter insisted he might try to convince Steffy to reconsider Hope for the future when she calmed down. Steffy may decide she's willing to make room for Hope after all, given Carter's efforts and Hope's potential apology. It's important to remember that Brooke might eventually support Hope with Ridge as well. According to Carter, Hope for the Future was gaining popularity before to its cancellation, therefore it makes financial sense to revive it. Furthermore, it seems like Liam Spencer may be on the verge of a serious medical emergency. Since Steffy and Hope both have feelings for Liam, their mutual ex and the father of their daughters, it could help them find common ground. In any event, Hope might be able to forecast some favorable outcomes for her future after being allowed back to work at Forrester. Steffy might be willing to put up with Hope's being there, regardless of whether she gets her line back or maybe gets a new project to work on. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy might ultimately update Hope on some positive news. The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, April 1st recap. Elektra's vengeful move makes Steffy fear double trouble. According to Tuesday, April 1's recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Elektra Forrester made a vindictive move against Luna Nozawa, and Steffy Forrester dreaded double the nasty danger. This is how Tuesday's B&B episode unfolded. Steffy told John Finnegan at the Cliff House that Luna was a bad person and that they should not allow her into their lives. Steffy realized that Luna couldn't be changed, but she wanted that things could be different for Finn's sake. Just before Taylor Hayes entered the conversation, Finn reassured Steffy that he understood. Steffy believed Sheila Sharp should be in prison too, and she was determined to put Luna back there. Finn ended up having flashbacks to important times, both positive and negative, with Sheila and Luna. Finn, though, felt that Luna was not quite like Sheila, who never gave up. Steffy emphasized the risk and made it apparent that Luna needed to be kept at a distance because she was afraid Luna would be obstinate like her grandma. Sheila, who lived in the apartment above Il Giardino, maintained that Luna was not a bad person despite her horrific actions. Sheila also believed that because fate was now bringing her a grandchild, she had been able to get away with her own transgressions. Luna's latest push for Will Spencer was discussed after she thanked Sheila for her support. Since Elektra was stifling Will in the bedroom, Luna maintained that he needed a real woman instead. Sheila was prepared to assist Luna in realizing her romantic ambition since she had predicted that Will would be her destiny. Will's admission that Luna had thrown herself at him at Forrester Creations infuriated Elektra. Will told Elektra that he had silenced Luna, but she insisted on knowing exactly what had been said. Will acknowledged that Luna promised to provide him with whatever he required and desired. Elektra became aware that Luna had been listening in on their previous exchange and exploiting her lack of readiness for the following move. Will reaffirmed his rejection of Luna, but Elektra persisted in her anger and finally came to the conclusion that Luna might have been seeing her new grandma at Il Giardino. Elektra went to the restaurant and inquired about Sheila from a server when Will was called to the mailroom. Elektra went upstairs to the flat after finding out that Sheila was there. Sheila answered the door as Luna hid, but knowing Elektra was searching for her, she made her presence known. Elektra advised Luna to stay off or else she would regret it after she mentioned receiving updates from Will. Luna seems to find Elektra's attempt to intimidate her amusing as she stood there. Will relived some of the most memorable parts of his romance with Elektra at Forrester Creations. Will grinned at that, although he ended up thinking a lot about Luna's recent flirtation. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Will's temptation might result in unsettling news. Spoilers for Wednesday, April 2nd of The Bold and the Beautiful. Luna responds to Elektra's threat and Hope sobs. According to Wednesday, April 2nd spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan will be depressed while Luna Nozawa responds to Elektra Forrester's threat. To begin with, Hope will keep thinking about the double betrayal she experienced. Hope will continue to be unhappy that both Carter Walton and Brooke Logan watched Hope get fired from Forrester Creations. Fans of B&B are aware that Hope and Brooke recently got into a furious argument. Hope eventually expressed regret and offered Brooke a sad embrace, but it doesn't mean she's moved past her long-standing animosity. Hope will host a self-pity party on Wednesday's episode as she deals with Brooke and Carter abandoning her. Hope still has some difficult feelings to process because Carter and Brooke basically supported the Forresters. Deacon Sharp might be the ideal person to help Hope. Now that her new opponent has located her, Luna will respond to Elektra's warning. Luna might argue that she'll be okay by herself, but Sheila Sharp might be hesitant to leave her alone with Elektra. Despite Elektra's warning, Luna will clearly not be afraid of her. Elektra made it plain that Luna would regret not backing up, and she would intensify her threats during Wednesday's performance. Elektra will give Luna a firm nudge after cautioning her to keep away once more. Naturally, we know from Luna's most recent altercation with Poppy Nozawa that she absolutely dislikes being handled in that manner. Elektra might be making a big mistake, because once she crosses this boundary, Luna's face will be etched with rage. It's likely that Elektra's actions will just strengthen Luna's resolve to overthrow Elektra and capture Will Spencer for herself. No matter how much Elektra tries to scare her, Luna will not give up on Will. In order to frighten Elektra, Luna might also make some threats or, at the very least, make some predictions about her future with Will. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Elektra and Luna's feud may result in unsettling news. The Brave and the Beautiful. 3 ways will give in to Luna, how Elektra's enemy achieves her goals. Let's discuss how Elektra Forrester's competitor might succeed, as spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Will Spencer could give in to Luna Nozawa in at least 3 different ways. Luna might use some of the unique mints Poppy Nozawa liked to pop to coerce Will into sleeping with her. However, Luna might instead put something in Will's drink to make him less resentful. Luna might decide to take the chance, even though this drugging scheme would be dangerous, because Will might discover what transpired later. The idea of Luna drugging Will and making him believe he's with Elektra in the bedroom is one that we could absolutely support. Will is tricked by Luna into believing that Elektra is the worst. Another possibility is that Luna may deceive May into believing that Elektra is the worst. Maybe Luna would plot to convince Will that Elektra had cheated on him with, of all persons, Remy Price, or that she had committed some other terrible treachery. Luna may have a shot with Will if she can make Elektra appear less innocent. If Luna gives Will the impression that Elektra is a shady cheater, he could realize she's not that horrible after all. Will may easily give in to Luna in the bedroom as a result of that. Will is simply worn down by Luna. Since Elektra isn't prepared to further the conversation, we must also take into account the likelihood that Luna will just wear Will down. Luna is a stunning woman who is flinging herself at Will, who is merely human. Would that ultimately be sufficient to lead to Will's betrayal? Will might make a grave error and come to regret it, but it would be unfortunate to watch him abandon his allegiance to Elektra in such a way. Luna will keep making predictions about getting Will for herself, starting with some time between the sheets, regardless of how everything turns out. Fans of B&B will be curious to see if Will and Elektra's relationship will suffer as a result of Luna's possible victory. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will put in a lot of effort with Sheila Sharp's assistance. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Will Ridge cheat on Brooke in Italy? Will Taylor have problems during the location shoot? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes may have difficulties as a result of some location filming adjustments. In Italy, will Ridge Forrester cheat on Brooke Logan? Bradley Bell, the executive producer and head writer of B&B, revealed in January that a large-scale location shoot would take place in 2025. Fans were undoubtedly intrigued by all the possibilities, even though Bell didn't give any specifics. The show's supervising producer, Casey Kasperzik, has now provided additional information regarding upcoming developments. Kasperzik shared a photo of his brief vacation to Italy on Instagram, where he researched places in Capri and Naples. Following his statement that he was eager to return, Kasperzik advised B&B fans to stay tuned. Rome was the site of The Bold and the Beautiful's most recent location shoot in 2023, but the show has frequently used Italy as a backdrop over the years. One thing to look forward to is the possibility that Capri and Naples will now appear on television. Naturally, if this Italy plan goes as planned, no information has yet been released regarding which characters will be included. But since Torsten Kay and Catherine Kelly Lang are well-known artists abroad, it's likely that they'll join the trip. It is conceivable that Brooke and Ridge could become closer in Italy when Taylor is away due to some Forrester business. Once they become enmeshed in the romantic ambience and old feelings, Ridge may even cheat on Brooke. Ridge knew Brooke was his destiny the last time he traveled to Italy with her. Is it possible that Ridge could have another epiphany during this Italy location filming that may ruin his relationship with Taylor? History has shown that Ridge and Brooke can never be apart for very long, but only time will tell. Taylor's hopes of a bright future with Ridge are wishful thinking because Brooke and Ridge will always be reunited by fate. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge will eventually encounter some temptations. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help support the channel. See you next time.